Hey everybody, it's Jason here. I'm just testing out the streaming stuff here for YouTube to make sure I can make a decent looking video. We'll be going at like 1280 by 720, so we'll see what happens there. So anyway, yeah, join me here. So I had a request to take a look at global trading and stuff like that. So let's do that. Let's load up our game from the beginners game, which was pants optional, I think. No, it wasn't. Auto save. Let's take a look. I think this might be it. I'll just do a new intro whenever we finally do load the game. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit for these worlds to load. Because they're quite large. Okay, was this? This was not our beginner world. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's take a quick look and make sure we got what we need here. We do. And was there a certain technology that gave us that? Because I don't actually remember. I hit world. It's gonna load the world. This takes a moment. Oh, yeah, see, there we go. So let's go back. Uh, um, oh, stupid. Okay. What's that? Another research projects. I don't actually remember where you get this. Is it under machine? You know what? Let's just load the disastrous game I tried to play last night where I screwed up. Sort of screwed up. I did not expect the outcome, we'll put it that way, of what happened. So, we're spawning all things here, and this, like I said, we're just going to see a disaster in the making. I made an ice planet and tried to screw around on it, and it didn't work out. Okay, so architect, miscellaneous, okay, comms and orbital beacon, but they start out with a little bit more research than usual. So it could be microelectronics basics that lets you do that. But whatever. Maybe it was this one. I think it was because we were doing the thing with nudity. Huh. This is what happens when you generate like giant worlds. And you have to sit there and wait for all the things to spawn. Okay, so this was our starter, right? I think so, because did one of our guys die? Yeah, I think he did. Alright, so either way, let's see what we got. Did we do our... Okay, we have it here. Shit, I've already got one built. Did I build a... I don't think I built a trader yet, though. Okay. So, I can edit this video, so what I'm going to do is do like an intro right now. Yeah, let me bring up, there's like a YouTube gaming app or something. I'll put that on my iPad tonight. Alright. Let's take a look at the, alright. Let's do our intro. I need to turn that off one of these days. Why would you play Paladins? Hey everybody, it's Jason here, Quarter 3 Unwinnable. It's going to take a look real quick at a question someone posed to me the other day, which is, how do you handle like trading if you're not, let's say for instance, if you have something, an emergency, and you need to trade, or you need to, and you're running out of something, are there options other than just waiting for a caravan? And there are. What you'll see here is we have a comms console, which I've already built at this point in here. And the comms console, which we'll take a look at, let's find out who has our best social. Not that it totally matters. So you do want your person with the best social to do the talking at every point. So you'll see here we have a bunch of options that we can choose to call from our comms console. So let's just call these bulk traders, right? So she runs in here, she gets on the comms, and see what we got here. We got a lot of stuff, you know. So, but the only thing we have to trade is our fox, and we don't want to do that. So, what we want to do is, the next part of this little equation, is we want to build an orbital trade beacon. Now once you build this trade beacon, it has once you click on it, you'll see that it has kind of a area range of stuff that you can put in. Now it kind of depends on you how you want to do this, but I'm going to put mine right there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to speed stuff up here. Alright, people getting sick from rotten food. It's a bummer. This guy's got to build some electric. Let's just go ahead and tell him to prioritize it. So we get this done. It only takes a second. Now, well, unless he fails. Okay, so we got our power to it, everything right. Now, Flossie, who's our social person, let's have her go back and call these traders. Now, you see, we have a ton of options, right? We have all of the things that are inside of our little area that's, yeah, it's behind the menu right now, but anything in that area is now available for us to launch, for us to like get stuff. So if you're in like a lot of trouble, let's say your guys are starving and there's just no way around it, you know, you're just like in trouble. So what you'll do is you'll come out here and you know, you build your stuff, and then you can trade for things. And let me give you an example here. We don't need a lot of things, I don't think, at this moment, but I will always take you know, penoxyline, or penoxysilline, my bad. And so, you know what, let's grab one of those just to give an example. So we have a lot of cloth, we have deer hide. You know, if you don't care about building with or making stuff with like animal hides, which doesn't really matter at all to me, it's great trade fodder, you know. So let's do that, right? Oh, and then they drop our penoxysilane, and great, you know, they just drop pod whatever you want to it. Now, there's other bonuses to having this comms too. Like, let's say for instance, and this has happened I'm sure to everybody that's played, for a while is say you have one of your guys gets knocked unconscious and they get kidnapped. Well, once you have this thing, they'll start calling you from that colony and saying, "We want such and such amount of silver, and we'll give you your guy back." And you're usually not going to have as much silver as they want, but you can turn them down and try to maybe get a better price or whatever, or even just start buying silver or mining it out. So either way, it works out. It works out pretty good to have one of these things. There's no reason not to. And it comes down to just placement. If you have a giant area, you can just like put one here, and it's gonna cover this entire. So you do one of those plus another one of those. So if you had like all of this out too, you could just pop another one here, and you'd have access to all your trades. But yeah, so that's like kind of the real basic run of how you work with comms and everything. And I can't remember if you start with that information or if it's in microelectronic basics, but either way, it's pretty easy to get to. All right, so that's kind of how that works, and I hope that's helpful to some people. And if I did you any solids, please subscribe. Follow us here. Follow me on Twitter at McMaster, just McMaster, and I hope to see you back soon. Thanks for watching the video. Okay, so that was pretty cool, and we're gonna see how that edits out and everything. So as long as the stream was smooth and I didn't have any real issues, is not currently. If you believe this is a stream, health is excellent. Okay, so it looks like everything worked. Okay. All right. Well, hey, we'll do this tonight then. We'll try this out and yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go do some work on Unwinnables magazine, and we'll be back later on.